Welcome back to Al's Kitchen. We've got a takeaway Rogan chicken coming up. Amazing. One of my all-time favourite curries. One of the ones I used to eat when I used to go to Curries back in the 90s. Before I start, I'm going to crack open a beer. Take a look. Right, nucleated glass. Terrible. Absolutely terrible. Well, not so bad. All goes down one hole, doesn't it? Anyway, like I said, a nice cracking Rogan chicken today. Don't forget to buy the merchandise. Got a few left in stock. Might be getting a few back in just for Christmas, because I know in the month of December people do all their shopping. Can I please ask you to like and subscribe to the channel? You'll notice a lot of YouTubers doing this now because people are just not doing it. The channels aren't getting the support they need to grow, but only you have the power to do that. So please just touch the like, leave me a comment and subscribe. It means the world to me. It encourages me to come up with more content. Let's get on to the important bit, the ingredients. Right, starting with the spices, I've got here 1 chopped fresh clove of garlic. It was quite a large clove. I've got 1 tablespoon of mixed powder. You can use mild Madras curry powder. I've got a teaspoon of Kashmiri chili powder, red but not hot. And I've got the seeds from 1 green cardamom pod. Take them out of the skin so you don't get that nice grit in your teeth when you're eating the curry. I've got half a teaspoon of coriander, half a teaspoon of cumin powder, a pinch of garam masala and half a teaspoon of Kasuri methi. Unlike other curries that you might have followed, the Indian restaurant takeaway style ones, we usually use a tablespoon or a few tablespoons of tomato puree mixed with water, but I want a softer Rogan. I want the tomato taste to be a lot softer on the palate. I find sometimes when you use tomato puree they're a little bit tart. So I'm going to go with just under half a tin of chopped tomatoes, and that's going to form part of the base. The biggest part of the base is going to be Indian restaurant base gravy, the secret golden liquid that they use to make the majority of their curries. Now, sticking with tomatoes, I've got a large fresh tomato chopped in quarters, that's going in, and some nice fresh coriander. We're at home, we're relaxed in our own environment, we're not cooking for customers out on the shop floor, so I'm going to be using 10 pieces of diced raw chicken breast. Now, usually in restaurants we'd pre-cook the chicken, but that's all for speed. And today, do you know what? I'm just going to chill out a little bit more and cook it from raw. It'll hold more moisture and it'll be a lot more tender. Let's crack on with the cooking. First of all, we want to light the flame. Let's go in with around 4 tablespoons of vegetable oil. Always remember, if you're ever afraid that you're burning, just lift it from the heat. Let's go in with our fresh chopped garlic. If you haven't got any fresh chopped garlic, you can use a frozen block. We just want to infuse the garlic into the oil, so you've basically got like a garlic oil. Soon after that, we're going to go in with our spices. So we've got the mixed powder, cumin, coriander and the Kashmiri chili powder. Now we want to bloom these spices so that all of their oils get released into that oil, and that becomes a nice foundation for this Rogan. Let's add now the seeds of the cardamom and the tomatoes. There we go, fry that down a few seconds. Now this curry is really quick to turn out, so it's not going to take a long time, and I've been missing my base gravy curries. The 30-minute series are wonderful, but I actually really like the whole drama and theatre of cooking the base gravy curries. Now we're going to add our chicken. Now, like I said, we're adding raw chicken, but we've got some time to cook that out. Right, coat that chicken in the masala. 300 ml of base gravy. That's 2 of these ladles. Touch more. And we're just going to cook that down for around 10 minutes. But I'll be back in 8 minutes to throw in my last few ingredients. Hello. So we're at 8 minutes. It's thickening up nicely. We've got a few things to go in. Going to throw in the fresh tomato, pinch of garam masala, and half a teaspoon Kasuri methi. Do you know what? I'm going to add just a little splodge of tomato puree just to give it an added level of richness. I'd say there's just under a teaspoon there. All of the ingredients will be written in the description box below, so you don't have to worry about anything. And we'll give this about 3-4 minutes and they'll be ready to plate up. Gonna add the salt. I would recommend that you start off with a 1/4 teaspoon, and then when it's finished, taste it and see whether it needs another 1/4 teaspoon, making 1/2 teaspoon. Gonna add some fresh coriander. It's looking like a beautiful Rogan, that. Right, I'm gonna add just a little pinch of sugar. If you've got jaggery gore, this is what the Indians might use in the restaurants. Take a look at this curry. Look at that, isn't that beautiful? One chicken Rogan. Let's plate this baby up. For added spice, for all of you hotheads, if you want to make this a spicy number, don't forget to get some Mr. Vicky's Owl's King Naga. This will fire up any dish to those nice warm to hot levels. One nice chicken Rogan. Now it's time for the taste test. That was a nice little curry session. I hope you enjoyed that at home. Look at the beautiful colours of this Rogan. Just the correct red you need. It's got fresh tomatoes in there. Nice succulent chicken. A nice balanced array of spices. But I know at home you're waiting to see what it tastes like. So that's what I'm going to tell you. Nice bit of chicken. One of the nicest Rogans I've ever eaten. I've not had this for a long time, so it's nice to try it again. So take your time, be patient with it, and you'll be popping this takeaway style Rogan out in no time. Listen, I'm so glad you've all watched me. Don't forget to join me in the next one. I've got lots coming. If you like tikka masala, subscribe. If you like onion bhajis, subscribe. If you like tandoori chicken, subscribe. Anyway, as usual, I love you. I'm Al, and I'm out of here. Cheers.